นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Namaste Jai Bhim and in Thai we have สวัสดี to all upasaks and upasikas in India and around the world. First of all, I want to thank the members of Global Buddhist Congregation in Thailand, คุณโรสนา คุณอภิญญา and คุณเสริมสุข for having me in this program again. This is my second chance to give my reflection to the viewers of Global Buddhist Congregation in India. For those who do not know me, I am Phrakhru Suthee Sutasuntorn. My former name is พระมหาสมพงษ์สิริมังคโล in วัดพระแก้ว เชียงราย the north of Thailand. It's around 60 kilometers from my town to the border between Thailand and Myanmar. Chiang Rai is north of Chiang Mai. The coming event we will have Puttha Puranima, Puttha Chayanti or VESAK. In Thailand we'll have on 26. I think maybe the same day in India. I had been in India for almost 10 years, from 1993 to 2003, studying in Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh, and also doing some volunteering work at Kushinagar and Buddhist circuits. My best place is the Kushinagar. We constructed the temple there. After completing my studying at Banaras University or BHU, I visit India almost every year, both for pilgrimages and tours. For the viewers in Maharashtra, you may know about Thai temple in Achanta, 2 kilometers from Achanta Caves. Thai Sangha Dhammatuttas have been constructing a Thai temple there, and I am fortunate enough to help them too. We Thai people very indebted to India, you know. India is the land of the Buddha. Almost every aspect of Thai culture has Indian influence. In the case of religion, we have Buddhism, Hinduism, Muslim mixed together, and also animism. Thai language borrow a lot of words from Pali and Sanskrit. Even my name is Phrakhru Suthee. You can feel that this Pali Sanskrit words. Also, if you know many things in Thailand, even some kind of plants like mango, sugarcane were brought from India many hundred years ago. And also very famous in the world is Thai rice. Thai rice is called khao hom mali or hom mali rice. Actually, it is originated in India, and it was developed in Thailand and become Thai trademark called hom mali or basmati, like in India. So for Thai people, we feel very indebted to India in many ways, even like the lifestyle, especially Buddhism is the foundation of Thai culture, the foundation of Thailand. One of the most influential figures, influential thinkers in Thailand, his name is Puttatat Phrakhru, Venerable Puttatat Phrakhru. He wrote a book, and his title of the book is Little India, a little India, a little India. He called Thailand a little India because Thailand is like the representation of Indian culture in the area. So Thai people feel very grateful to India. India is the original place of Buddhism. But as you know, right now, the people in the world face the same problem. I'm very concerned and worried about India. I saw the news about the pandemic of COVID-19. The suffering of people in the world, Thailand, India, and everywhere is very immense. And India is the country that have very hard hit about COVID-19. I saw the terrifying news and with concern. In the beginning of this month, we had bad news from our friend in India, our beloved teacher, Professor Satyapal, the late head of the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies in Delhi University, passed away in the beginning of this month. And last 2 days, we have the news of our friend in Rajakri in Nalanda, passed away, though it's not related to COVID-19. He's a Thai monk who's still studying in Nalanda University. Anyway, I saw also in the news the individuals, companies, institutions, organizations in India, they come out to help each other. Some provide food and shelter to others. Some provide free service. Some helping in transfer medical supplies. That is the good news. Also, it happened in Thailand. We try to help each other in many ways. In India, maybe quite difficult because many thousands of people pass away, and also the number of infected people is increasing. I heard about the shortage of oxygen and medical supplies. We heard many things about India in this around 2-3 months ago. I hope at this time the situation is better. The pandemic has no moral judgment, no religion, no understanding of borders. It affects all of us. Anyhow, you know that I think the pandemic is the global crisis. We have to fight, we have to eradicate it together. No single country can win this battle alone. We must fight the disease together. I saw the news that people in India help each other. This is good news. This is the spirit. This is the called incredible India. The spirit that we fight together. That's very good news. But as we are Buddhists, we follow the Buddha's teaching from the Buddha perspectives. The Buddha became the Buddha because he wanted to help others. If we study from Chataka's story, at the time that the Buddha was born as Sumedha Brahmin, a wealthy Brahmin, he gave away all his wealth to the needy. He gave away all his properties to others and become a wandering monk, become ascetic. At the time of the Buddha named Tipangara Buddha, visit the town and the ascetic or the Bodhisattva Sumedha had a chance to meet the Buddha. He gave his body to the Buddha by lying down on the dirt as a bridge for the Buddha and his followers to step or to walk over. In that moment, if Sumedha want to be enlightened or want to be Arahant, he would get enlightened very easily, just a few lines of Dhamma. But the time Sumedha ascetic want to be the Buddha, not to want to be the follower of the Buddha. Why? Because his concern is about the other people, other beings. He not just want to liberate himself alone. In another story, we learn that the Buddha make a vow to become a Buddha because his determination is to help others. In his word, he said, Putto Potayang. I myself enlighten, I will enlighten others. Mutto Mojayang. I myself liberated, I will liberate others. Tinno Tarayang. I myself cross the ocean of samsara, the ocean of birth and rebirth. I will take others to cross too. This is the determination, resolve of the Buddha, of Sumedha, the Buddha to be, of Bodhisattva. So the Buddha become the Buddha or want to become the Buddha to help others, not just to reach the ultimate goal, Nibbana for himself. And at this time, we need to help each other. The Buddha consider what the quality, supreme quality he needs to become the Buddha. And he find 10 qualities, 10 supreme qualities of perfection. We call Dasa, Tassa Parami, or 10 perfections, starting from dana, giving or generosity. So in this VESAK, in this Puttayanti, I want to bring you kind attention to the quality of the Buddha. These 10 qualities, take some qualities as a guideline for us. Like the first quality, generosity or dana. I think in this term, dana is very essential. Giving your food, shelters, medicine, or anything in our capacity to help, starting from our home, our parents, relatives, neighbors, to your community, to your country, and extend it into global level. Some may need food, some may need shelter, some may need transportation, some may need medical supply. All these. For the poor, they need food and necessity, for necessity. But for the rich, they need also. They need love and compassion. By the word giving, dana, it's just not giving. It also means not clinging to our idea, to caste system, to social differences, non-attachment. This is giving, this is dana. Some people blame others for the crisis. Some point to the government. Some point to some organization. That is not positive way. Dana is a kind of generosity, giving, and non-attachment. This is the most essential quality, supreme quality of the Buddha that we should observe in this moment, in this time. The second supreme quality is sila, morality or virtue. It means refraining from what is bad and doing what is good. The third supreme quality is renunciation or nekkhamma, which mean renounce from worldly pleasures. In this time of crisis, we can interpret it as to renounce from social enjoyment, from social contact, from physical contact. Some of us may need to do self-isolation, or some of us may be quarantine. That we have to stay alone, we have to separate ourselves from society, from worldly pleasures. And the fourth quality is, the fourth perfection of the Buddha is panya, wisdom. In this moment, in this time of crisis, we learn and we observe the reality of things. Illness, the Buddha said, is common, is suffering. Suffering is a common thing. If we still have body and mind, we still suffer, because our body can grow, can get sick. Illness is natural. The disease is natural. We cannot eradicate the illness. Even we can eradicate disease or virus, but we cannot end the illness. So this kind of wisdom, we observe what is going on with balancing mind. We know that is the situation, everything happened, it just happened. We have to have our mind clear and stable. If our mind is clear and stable, we can see the reality of the thing that is happening right now, like the disease, right, the grief of the people. Even it's very sad news, but it should not affect us in both body and mind. Some disease may affect us in the body, but it should not make us very powerless in our mind. We should be strong. We should consider it is as it is. Consider the disease, consider the illness. It always happens. This is the one of the wisdom, to see the reality of things. Even the crisis is very immense, but if we observe it with balancing mind, we note, we learn, and we understand, our mind will be less suffering. As the time is limited, I cannot elaborate or give explanation to all 10 paramis, 10 perfections. So on this Buddha Purnima, this year we may not be able to celebrate it, but we can observe the teaching of the Buddha and follow the teaching of the Buddha. This coming Buddha Purnima, I would like to remind all about the essence of the Buddhahood, to concern for ourselves and for others, to convey the Buddhahood, to observe the teaching of the Buddha into our life by doing dana, sila, and panya. Develop Buddha's qualities in ourselves. On behalf of Thai people, may I bless you all in Pali word. Sapphi tiyo vivacchantu sappha roko vinassatu mate Pavat vantarayo sukhi thika yuko phava Aphivatana silissa niccang Vuttha pacayino cattaro thamma vattanti Ayu vanno sukhang palang tukkhapatta janittukha Payappatta janipaya sokapatta janitsoka Hontu sapphe pipanino ettavata ca amhi sampatang punya sampatang Sapphe devanumo thantu sappa sampatti siddhiya thanang tathantu sattaya silang Rakhantu sappatha pavana pirata hontu khacchantu thevata kata Sapphe puttha palappatta pacceka nancayam phalang อรหันตานันจะเตเจรักขังพันธามิสัพพะโส